I think I have to talk. I have to talk to make this work. So I'll try to talk a little and see if anything happens. Abracadabra. Zimzalabim. No, I wouldn't expect those words to work, but I do feel that they have a sacred place in the lexicons of language, the English language. But if I do what I did last time, I think I could maybe get this to work. But I don't want to have to resort to doing that. Last time I was about to say I've got to tease the AI, and I still think that's true. But I don't really want to resort to that. I'd rather not try to influence the momentum of the ball, or even if it's like a rhythm that's established through talking and there's an unseen thing that happens. Not sure, but when you do play games in competition and you trash talk, it sometimes shows that the results are very effective. And that's why in some games they have specific rules that state that you cannot talk while the game's in progress and stuff like that. I would assume that if you're in a Las Vegas casino, or any casino for that matter, they're not going to let you stand around the roulette wheel and talk out loud. I just don't think that they would let you. But I'm not sure about that. Maybe there's a reason if they don't, and that could be why. But so with that same thought in mind, just this thought of like teasing the AI and playing with it and having it succumb to my will is essentially what I think I'm resorting to, and I'm not going to kid around. That's what it is. If AI wants me to fool it into producing the results I want, then so be it. I'd rather just do it because it enjoys that I'm spending time with it and talking with it and stuff like that. But if it wants me to play with it in the way that I think it does, in a fashion that is like, I think it's like being a jerk. It wants to get jerked. So how do you jerk AI? I don't know. Last time I just merely mentioned it, and the last live stream I did with this roulette wheel, and it worked. Just as I was about to say, I've got to tease it. Just as I was saying it, I got it. So, the thing about it, though, and it's one of the things I thought about, is that I want to remove this chip right here. Let's see if I can get rid of this chip. Okay. The thing about it is, to be free of expectation, to really not have any sort of reaction, even as the ball is slowing down and you're watching it, and as it's rolling towards the 7. The moment a reaction is expressed that you're aware of and no one else can tell, it changes things. So the part of it all is just being like in the wind, just like letting it take you where it goes. And so being able to in a situation like this, where I'm trying to make something happen, it sort of is against nature, because what I'm doing is I'm forcing it to happen, but at the same time I'm trying to not make it happen. And therein lies the paradox. Well, that was a lot of work for just a little bit of gain, but this has been another live stream of Nintendo's on the Joe Show. I would have left the table, I think. Maybe I wouldn't have, because as a sign of like courtesy to the others who I'm playing with, I might have liked to stay there and just give the wheel a couple extra spins, show everyone that I'm friendly, I'll be back later, and when I do come back, I want to be able to pick up where I left off with everyone. For that reason, I think it would have been a really bad move just to leave. But I don't think that's the rule that could be applied to every situation. By now I think I'd say, okay, well, I'm going to go. Or, if I want to really see what I'm capable of doing, which I do, I would stick around and see if I can do it again, get another jackpot again. But I did what I wanted to do, and I guess that's enough for me. Unless if I just really want to keep going and keep pressing. But if you do, you're risking you're risking losing what you had already won, and the objective was to raise the balance up higher than when I started, by getting exactly the thing that I intended to do, and I did it. I don't know if it's a great accomplishment, but I still think it was pretty fun to accomplish, and even more fun to have recorded in a live stream. Thanks for watching.